Alright everybody, we're not going to do too much fluff with this. We are going to be harvesting the garlic. I looked back at old video and figured out what was what. So it starts with elephant garlic, cloves, orbs, and then hard neck and soft neck. Let's go. Just that I had not wanted. Let me go get the knifey thing. This thing. So I lost a bulb in there. And so these are the corms, the little bulbils that's supposed to grow up at some point into elephant garlic. So here's a lost piece. But it was attached to this, so it had split. So I'm not really sure how I'm gonna get that. Yep, oh, there it is. I think. Yeah, okay, there it is. Shoot. Alright, there we go. So I'm gonna, yeah, these two are just, well, these two and then these two are elephant garlic. So let me pull these up. Oh, I'm gonna say underwhelmed. Quite underwhelming. These are about the size that I would expect regular hard neck to be. Oh, there's an onion. How the heck did the onion get in there? I wasn't even ready yet. What? That's bizarre. Did I do that? Something I might have left from previous season. Alright, that is the elephant garlic. Now this next, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9 will be the orbs. Definitely larger, but I don't know. It seems like it's already split. Like this one was, I mean, it's not, you know, very much dying off yet, but I've lost quite a bit of paper on this. I'm going to put this over here. So what? These three. Branch. It's very mushy. It's so wet. These are definitely big. And I'm losing some of the corms. Alright, so that was what? 2? 1, 2. So this is the third. Okay, I'm going to scratch the skin. That's fine. It feels so brittle. Like I can't really pull it. I'm going to break every single one. Now this one's a bit of a split, I think. to be all the orbs, and the rest, let's see how many. Hard neck. 1, 2, 3.5. Okay, let's see. So the rest of these are hard neck until I get to the soft neck. Alright, here we go. Hard neck. Okay, this one's pretty big. This might as well be also a orb. Let's see. Yeah, looks like an orb to me. So put that in that pile. And it's labeled there. Alright, hard neck. This is definitely harder. Like, the elephant garlic has a mushier neck than the hard neck. This is definitely hard. That's good size. I'm not complaining about these. Alright, let's see. Keep going. And you get some puny sizes too. And that has a little orby thing on it. No, not an orb, a nut. Why does that have a nut? No! Well, that was unfortunate. Ooh, plastic. Yay. Alright, moving. That's soft. That's a soft neck. Why is that here? How did I get these so mixed up? I don't understand. Another soft neck. This is going sideways. So these were, what is it, garlic that I had saved, whereas the majority of these were ones I'd bought. So these are looking a little bit smaller, actually. that's interesting. Alright, we got some bulby things, corms that did not. So none of the corms I planted here came up. Well, this one got chewed at some point. So the potatoes are here for a little bit longer. So we got some green potatoes coming up. Covering them up. Oh yeah, so the potatoes are on their way out, regardless of when I planted them or what variety. Alright, that's quite a bunch of garlic I gotta sort through now. So I gotta get these a little more cleaned up with the mud and then get them into the garage, which is where I'll be curing them for a couple of weeks. Oh yeah, there was this anomaly where there's garlic growing up here on the neck. This is a soft neck. So this is the haul. Soft necks over here, and then elephant, and here and here. I had just put the table down, as you saw maybe on the last video, but then I had the dog kennel, which would give me a draft of air so that it will dry evenly, more or less. And then I have a fan up there that I'm going to turn on after this to get the air moving in this garage. But otherwise, we are good to go with the curing process beginning. And yeah, I've pulled at least one when I was in emergency mode and I needed garlic. So you can use this now. So let's just do one of those. Here's how big it is. So this is, I think, the biggest of the ones that grew from an orb. So that's a good handful. And then the biggest of just the cloves maybe was this one. Ow. Something poked me. But here's one like clove of a pretty small bulb there. And then for the hard necks, a lot of, mid-sized pieces. Any big ones? Maybe this one? 2 inches. So the ones definitely that I bought gave me bigger bulbs overall than the ones I had saved. That one's pretty good. And then soft neck, mostly small, but that's how they come to begin with. But a lot more small. Like that didn't even split yet. That's still an orb. So that's weird because, oops, I broke it. Yeah, it's still really green. So it's interesting how varied some things were. And so elephant garlic, this is like my first year successfully growing them. It does have a softer neck. So that's why they call it like more akin to leeks than real garlic. But I'm sure I've eaten them and they taste like garlic, so I'm not going to say that it's more leek or anything. And then you wouldn't certainly not eat the stem because it is still hard. But it's not as hard as a hard neck, but it's not as soft as a soft neck in between there. But yeah, them's the harvest. So I got plenty to keep, plenty to share. I'm very happy. Very happy. Everything came up that was supposed to, except for the corms, the little bulby things, which, I still have some here, still stuck to the garlic, and some in my hand. But yeah, those take like 3 years to come to actual garlic head. So we'll keep trying to grow them. Well, thank you for hanging out with me on this one. This is the biggest harvest of the season. It's the one veg I grow the most of, and it was a very successful one. All right, talk to you all again soon. So I'll harvest more. Bye.